Order is order, chaos is chaos. Shabbat ShaLaWaM. We represent the authority that destroys the order of chaos. And we represent the order that destroys the authority of their chaos. ShaLaWaM. Love to y'all, man. Vibrate, activate. It's time to vibrate. You know what I mean? This is your weapon. This is your weapon. You gotta use it. Yeah, man, it's a cutoff day. You know, how you cut it off, the more you cut off the hijack energy, the more you bring into your rest, man. We getting in back to our paleo, man. Love to everyone surfing away. Love to everyone, man, who's been, you know what I'm saying, just enjoying any part of the frequency that we're in. Love to everyone who's been dropping it on Drop Nation, man, and loving up on, you know, our family, our tribe, man. Our tribe. Love to J Stu, because if it ain't about J Stu, it ain't about nothing. You already know. And, yeah, man, we're just activating. The more we activate, the more we can rest. You're not put here to be toiling. I mean, you know, what kind of creator would just create you to be toiling? That's what their creator does. That's what their Sumerian, Enlil, Inky, you know what I'm saying, mining for gold. They were created to toil. You were created for peace. You were created for peace. But what does peace mean? Does peace mean that you avoid conflict? Does their peace mean that they avoid conflict with you? So shalom, shalom, ShaLaWaM. We represent the order that destroys their authority over this chaos. You were always put here to destroy chaos. I mean, when you get down to it, that's your design. Destruction of chaos. You'll always be at war with chaos, but destroying chaos is your peace. So every time you say peace, every time you say shalom, 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 ShaLaWaM, every time we take our rest, our peaceful day, we're in the order, the vibration that destroys hijacks, that destroys chaos. Now you can walk in whatever hijack shoes and pretend to be them. You could pretend to be a hijack. You could pretend to want to play at the hijack's table and whatever, but man, you better be walking into reality some way, some form. You better be walking into reality. And if you're just trying to protect the illusion so you can protect the piece of the pie that you've attained, then there's no way you can desire peace. There's no way you can be shalom, shalom. There's no way you can be ShaLaWaM. Because you don't represent the power that destroys hijacks, that destroys chaos. See, the power that destroys a hijack, you know what I'm saying? I mean, like, when we talk about the seed of noon and we talk about the mem, we talk about the moving water, I mean, we're only talking about what they would consider chaos from their perspective, right? So if they're being washed up by your water, they would describe your water as chaotic because they're being washed up by it. They will describe Hawashu Hawa, Joshua, as some invader of them. They would describe Joshua as a god of war. Or is he a god of peace? Surely we are all gods amongst these other creations. So do you desire peace? And do they desire peace with you? If someone desires peace with you, then they desire you to be at your best potential. They desire you to be your design. If someone wants peace with you, then they say, yeah, I'm not going to come between you and your creator. I'm not going to come between you and your design. Shabbat ShaLaWaM. It's the 7th day, man. It's the Zion. It's the Zion. It's the axe, it's the cut off. It's the weapon. So you are a child of peace. So you are a child of the power that destroys all chaos, right? So you're a weapon. You're a weapon against chaos in your right form. But if you want a piece of their pie, if you just want to play in the ball game, but you forgot that you own the ball, you own the court, but you're just happy to play on their court because they say they own it now. So you say, cool, since you say you own it, and since I don't know who I am, and I've forgotten that I'm representing the people that you've brought chaos to, right? You brought your peace here, right? You took away the remembrance of our Hawashua, all right, which would be a god of war to these people, clearing up giants, slicing and dicing giants to get you on your promised land. So they replaced this god of war with their Zeus, with their god of war. And since I've forgotten that, man, I'll play on your ball court. And I'll be LeBron or I'll be Steph Curry, Chef Curry. Shout out to my family, man, Nick. My man Nick Laces, man, with the Chef Curry, man. Man, I'll be Chef Curry, but at the end of the day, I'm going to walk off the court. I can't, I can't stay. I can't take the ball home, even though it's my ball. But you say it's your ball. So I'm just always going to be trying to play in the game. I'll never own it, right? Who's the owners of these coliseums, man? Who's the owners? Who's the owners? Shabbat ShaLaWaM. You represent the order that destroys this chaos, that destroys these hijacks. You can have your peace. You can have your weapon. You can have your ball back. You can have your court back. How long did you think you weren't going to have your ball back and your court back? How long did you think you would be participating in other people's games as other people's slaves and servants? So those that desire peace with you are only those that desire for you to be in the frequency that destroys chaos. These are the people that say, man, I'm tired of the chaos. Nothing else is working. Maybe we should restore the people of the earth. Maybe we should tell these so-called Negroes that they're from here and that they're from the Creator and that we found them in their promised land. Maybe we should stop telling them that they're black and that they're tribal, that they're tribes, that they're people of tribes and tribes of people and seeds. Maybe we should tell them that instead of trying to graft ourselves in so busily to make ourselves happy. Our own itchy ears must hear that we belong. We have to make ourselves belong, right? Maybe we should do everything we can to tell the so-called Negro that they are the tribes found here, with their 9 commandments in the Los Lunas, New Mexico, huge ton boulder in Paleo Hebrew, that they're dating thousands of years, connected to your Kalelis and your Shimbala, your Cibola, your Hawaku, your promised land. Maybe we should tell these people that they are connected to the Garden of Eden here, that the Orinoco River flows out of the terrestrial paradise, and that's in Christopher Columbus's logs. Christy Bowl. Maybe we should tell them that, contracts and treaties were done on them by people that look like them, that were of other tribes. That Psalms 83 with the Moabites and the Ammonites and the Amalekites and Jebusites and all the other folks that said, man, I want a piece of this promised land. Because again, you don't make treaties for your own house, right? A burglar does not come into your home and you say, cool, let's make a treaty. Take the house, I'll take the office. Cool? I'll just take the office, you can have the house. Would you do that with your wife and your children there and just let invaders in your house freely? Neither did we. The only people that would do treaties with these people are people that are not from here, that are people that want an inheritance that wasn't given from the Creator. So this all becomes Morocco. This all becomes a Mexam. This all becomes their Atlantean hijack with permission of the pharaohs of Egypt. But you don't represent these pharaohs of Egypt or the celestial. You represent the greater light. They all know the greater light exists. And the secret is that you are it. You are not the celestial light. You are the greater light. What's the energy waves hitting the earth right now? It's the greater light. It's the greater wave. What wave are you surfing? The greater wave, the greater water. The water's above, water's below. There's always separation. And it's your job to get the drop. The waters and the waters will be separated for you, but you have to get the drop. You have to get the purified substance. And that's what we do, man. Shabbat, ShaLaWaM, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. Man, just have a peaceful rest. It's so important to have this weapon. It's so important to just, you know, make that sacrifice, man, for the Creator. Feel good, fall back. You know what I'm saying? Have some pure water. Have some crystal water. You know what I'm saying? You might be fasting, man. Love to Paco. Check out Paco for that fast drop, and check out his other channel, man, Naturally Extraordinary, man. The health drop, get that from Paco. Man, oh, love to Paco with the cedar oil, man. He got your boy, man. He got dry feeling, you know what I'm saying, real vibrational, you know what I'm saying? You know, feeling good, man. I mean, hey, you know, I'm chilling. I'm free. I do no work, you know what I'm saying, for the next, you know, whole entire, you know, 24 hours, whatever you want to call it, man. I'm resting because my Creator says, hey, this is your freedom. No work today, freedom. Freedom for your household. Freedom for your mind. Freedom for your ruach, your ruach, freedom. Now, when you take that freedom, there's a weapon that comes with that freedom. You know what I'm saying? So just do your best, you know what I'm saying? Do your very best, and you know what your very best is, you know what I'm saying? It's all about order. We've tried everything. We've tried everything, but the simplified, simplistic order, the order of remembering our Creator, connecting to our framer, our shaper, knowing that our mother exists, our father exists, knowing that we're in the spirit, the vibration, the ruach. We're in the vibration of that which forms you out of clay, molds you. That's your father. You will always be the seed. You'll always go back energetically to your father. But there's no way you're going to connect these dots. There's no way you're going to separate. There's no way you're going to have your design and put it together. There's no way that you'll be fortified without your mama. I mean, you know what a single parent family home looks like? It's difficult, right? It's not balanced, right? You come from that. You come from a balance. We honor our mother above. We honor our father above. We know that the unity is always real. It always exists. We have both parts in us. We're not hijacked by stars and energies that are trapped underneath a layer, a barrier. We go to the throne, to our Creator, to our mother and father. We bust in the room. We jump on the bed. We give hugs. You know what I'm saying? It's not a, this is a family we're talking about. It's a family. You don't go in the room with your mom and dad and then throw yourself on the floor and say, you know, oh, please, thank you for letting me in your throne. That's what they do. They taught you to, you know, be separate from the connection that you naturally have. You come in with your arms open. You come in hugging and kissing your mom and your dad, and that's our Creator. That's our seed. That's our energy. That's our forever. That's our eternity. We have a personal relationship. You only of all families have I known. Amos 3. We dig in, man, and we get back to our personal connection and know that every breath we take is our mother. Every breath is our mother, is our water. You know what I'm saying? We always are connected to that. You know what I'm saying? Every shape, every vibration, everything, you know what I'm saying, that we put together, that we manifest, is in the shape of our Father, is in the shape of creation itself. So we continue to create. We are the image. That's our power. we don't have to rock with nothing else. You know what I'm saying? So I'm feeling good, man, on the Shabbat. You know, I'm feeling good, man, knowing that, you know, I just got through a real tough week and I could relax and I could rest. And I know you've gone through, you know what I'm saying, you're going through what feels like probably more than you've gone through, you know what I'm saying, in 5 years, you know what I'm saying. But on the other side of this, you know what I'm saying, when you've been purified to the level that the Creator is purifying you, on the other side of this is rest. You can choose rest now. And if you're going through a hectic time and you've tried everything, just try kicking back. Just try listening. Maybe you tried everything but listening. Maybe it's time to say, you know what, nothing's really click-clacking and things of this, or, you know, things are click-clacking, but I want to take it to another level. Rest. Put it down. When the sun's down on this Friday, on the 7th day, on this cutoff day, remember the day starts when the sun exhausts its light. When all the day from yesterday is gone, when the sun has taken all of its light away from you, because you're not going around it chasing it. It's in the circuit around you. You're the seed, so everything is in circuit around you. You're not chasing anything, man. You're not spinning around chasing anything. Everything was created for you and around you, through you. You are the fire, you are the water, you are the air, you are the land. And when the sun is exhausted, its day, a new day begins. So, you know, Friday, you know, the sun is exhausted, you know. Of course, we don't know what our calendar is and what our days are, but we are doing our best just to count to 7. We know that 7 is a cutoff day. It's back in our Paleo Hebrew. We can see the Zayin, we can see the Zayn, we can see the axe to cut off, the food, the nourishment coming out of your Paleo Picto Hebrew. So I can look at that hijack free and compare it to the days and say, yeah, there is a cutoff in the Paleo and there is a cutoff day. And that's our 7th day, or every 7 years when your land rests. So, you know, I could rock with that. I could flow with that personally for me and my family. So we cut it off Friday, you know what I'm saying? Sun go down, you know, we just be in a frequency where we meditate on the Creator, you know what I'm saying? We do different things, you know, whatever it is, but, you know, we get out of it whatever we put in it, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you might, you know, kick back, you might say, all right, man, I'll you know, watch some videos or do this, you know, whatever you want to do, man, but just keep the Creator, you know what I'm saying? Don't let yourself fall in a cycle of toiling, you know what I mean? That's the whole point of the man being, you know, jammed up, who's cutting down the wood and all the other stories we hear. It's like, when you're in a situation where you're toiling, you're not focused, you're not, you know what I'm saying, keeping that pure water, man. You know, so the whole really biz is to not work, man, to not toil, to not make anyone around you toil, you know. Some people have a thing about fire in general, like lighting a lighter or putting on a microwave. You know, these are things that weren't invented back then. So to me, you can't relate these, you know what I'm saying? You know, that'll be transporting some type of ideology or ideal into the toiling of pressing a microwave, you know. So, you know, you do that if you want or not, you know what I'm saying? That's up to you. Microwave is not a toiling thing. A lighter is not a toiling thing. So I try to get to the basics of it personally. That's the best we can do. Remember, we were taught all this drop. We were given all these laws after captivity. You didn't have all these laws, you know, the fringes this and this and that. These were not in place during captivity. Your Creator is a just Creator. So your Creator, your framer and shaper, well know that you are lost in the sauce. And as we build and we try to put together the blocks, we can never say that we have a, you know, some type of full container where your cup is so full because you learn from this and you learn from this person this. You got to keep breaking it down to the basics, man, because the basics are what is going to be in your foundation. That's what's going to connect all of your junk DNA and keep that Merkaba, you know, vibrating and whatever you want to call it, man. So simplistic, you know what I'm saying? The Shabbat for me is not toiling, meaning that I give myself space to receive. give myself space to listen, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I never judge what's that for someone else, you know what I'm saying? I never judge what toiling is for someone else. Clearly, if you see somebody building a house, you know, they're toiling. It looks like toiling. Then they got the whole New Testament, you know, version with Jesus, and they saying, hey, man, well, you know, if it's beneficial to help my brother, you know what I'm saying, or get the ox out, you know, obviously, you know what I'm saying, something's happening to your mama and you got to pick her up, you know what I mean? You got to be there for your family. You can't say, it's the Shabbat, mama, you got to die on the side of the road, you know what I mean? You know, use wisdom. That's why wisdom is so important, because a man can teach you law, and he's saying this is law, and he's speaking English, and we already have a pre-programmed, you know, get that last drop, man, because that author of The Forbidden Histories of America goes into that, and how we, you know, perceive things in English, and we're not even, you think you're awake, but you're still in the English state of mind, which means you're fully asleep. You have to just take even if you don't know another language, at least realize and recognize for a second, I'm saying commandment. My people never said commandment. If you run into Moses today and say the word commandment, he might slap the shit out of you. It's a whole nother frequency. He might not want that frequency attached to the Creator's reality. You might say, hey, Moses, your law, and he might, you know, pseudo chop your ass, you know what I'm saying? Because he's like, look, man, law carries a certain frequency. You didn't create the law, the frequency of LAW. They're putting that in it. You didn't create the frequency of commandment. They're putting that in it. You got to take a step back from everything, man. Once you realize you're the copper color races found here, and you know the copper color races goes from the deep, beautiful, deep melanin, you know what I'm saying, beautiful, dark brown, man, to that, you know, lighter tints, man. I mean, it's all us, man. So when you realize you are these so-called Negroes and they put all these titles on you and they found you here, then you got to step back and say, what did they bring me here? They brought me English, so let me get out of that mentality for a minute. At least start getting the Paleo Aleph Bet together so that I can at least break things down or be in a different thought. When you're in their thought, you're in their thoughts. Love to J Stu, you're in their thoughts, you're in their thoughts, you're in their reality. You're in your own separate thing. You're your own separate frequency. You know, so you never have to worry about these things or, you know, toil mentally about representing something other than the reality of yourself once you start walking in your shoes and you can take a step back and say, all right, they told me it's 10 commandments. In a lost lunar stone, there's 9. So who put the 10 on it? Who put the 10 on it? Oh, King James in 1611 after he colonized us with the London patents in America. And when you say that, you know, I'm going to bring that drop back. I know I dropped it a while back, but bring that book back, J.C. Ritpath. And when you really get that concept that this King James that you base so much off of, even in your Hebrew mentality, because everyone relates to it, it's in English, so what? That's what they speak. Good. There's a way we can break down things in English for sure. But this King James colonized you here first in 1603. And it's all in their documentation and maps. King James brought the London Company and connected it here. So now you have the corporation owned by the London Company, patented by King James and Charles I. So his son Charles, James, all had the patents already in 1603. Then you get your 1611 and say, yeah, I got the 1611. Got to get out the mind of a hijack, because they found you here and then they bring you the 1611 with the New Test attached to it. They didn't get the New Test here, and it's only available connected to the Septuagint and the Greek. And you don't understand this Christos is the anointed of the Greeks. It's not your anointed. Their Christos is the anointed. They need an anointed one. They need somebody to rock with. They're lawless. You're talking about the worst of the heathen. They've only, You've always been a myth to them. Anything past so-called Africa or Europe or Asia is mythos. Those are the Far East. These are the Indias. These are the far Indias. You're in the furthest India. And the furthest India is connected to Lemuria and Atlantis, sandwiched in between. You're talking about a mythical place with mythical people, and the so-called Negro are the most mythical people on earth. And that's the drop, is that you're the most mythical people on earth. And nobody wants to deal with that. They want to put you in a whole nother place. They want to put you in a whole nother framework, a whole nother thought, a whole nother language, frequency. They take away your ancient love song and give you an excellent new tune. They call it an excellent new tune with their Christos, but they've taken you out of your ancient love song. They've taken you out of 432 and gave you 440 hertz. So we step out of 440 hertz, but we can go into it, we can read into it and get the babies out and then put it, in our own reality, because you have the ability to create your own reality even if you don't think so. You might have lost all your confidence. It's part of the design that you will lose all your confidence. It is also part of your design that you will regain your confidence and regain your kingdom and then regain your inheritance, your connection, your pure water. So you will be able to walk into your parents', bedroom and jump on the bed again, because that's the whole process. You will be given the ball back, so you know it's your ball. And that, okay, you want to let a hijack play with your ball, cool, but just remember, it's your ball. Shabbat ShaLaWaM, man. This is what we do. Love to the tribe. So, I'm just flowing, man. It's so important. I feel like every week I get something new out of every rest day. I get more added to the weaponry, you know what I'm saying? Get more at it, man. You saying more cedar, more medicine, more food, more nourishment. And I get more and more cut off from the frequency of chaos. You know what I'm saying? My wife and my children, man, we started keeping the, cut off 7th day, man, maybe about a couple years ago, man. You know what I'm saying? The people in my life know. I mean, they stopped calling me, man, like, you know what I'm saying? They hit up the spots, man, because they knew I was shutting it down, man. First, it was like, I would still get a bunch of calls, man, let's do this, Now, my phone, only time somebody hit me up, man, is to drop some drops. What's up, man? So love to the copper thread, 'cause that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep choosing up and saying, hey, I can't be the same thing I was 6 years ago or 16 years ago, or whatever the case is, you know what I mean? But, all praise the Creator, you know what I'm saying? I'm more today because I'm giving more today. You know what I'm saying? The Marcus of, 16 years ago or something like that was much more selfish because I had my own goals and inspirations that I needed for me. I felt like I had all the talents to do all the things that I was doing at the very best level. That's the one thing, man, is that the Creator, whatever I was doing at the best, damn near the best level possible, man, with the best people possible. But I realized that best level and that best people is all relative. It's all perspective of best. You know what I'm saying? And that best has to continue to transform into a better, because you could say best, but there's a better, you know what I mean? And it's better when it's for the children. It's better when it's for the whole. It's better when it's for the tribe. Who I wouldn't think then that in 2017, you know what I'm saying, my tribal, bros would be landowners, man. You know what I mean? All because of the inspiration of J. Stu, you know what I'm saying, going out there, making it happen. And we say, hey, all praise the Creator. Is there a way for us to do this, man? We scraped pennies together, man. Came up with over $20,000, man, between 3 people. Love to AD, man. Love to hire him. You know what I mean? And none of us had it. So to do that, man, and pull off that purchase, man, and you know, see the way that everyone's continuing to support. You know what I'm saying? I know that you know, we might have all felt like, man, you know, if this is a miss, we all gonna be in the hole. But we knew that the Creator would, you know, lead us to flowing water, man. When we will, let me tell you, man, we have flowing water. We have flat land. We have hill land. We have land that is not ours. It belongs to our family. It is our refuge. And to sit here today and say that 16 years ago, we'll feel like, oh, I own land for this, I own land for that. And today it feels like, wow, what a great gift. You know what I'm saying? That I'm in a position, that we're in a position to give land to our people. And that's something that we haven't had. No one gives our people land. And now we have land for our people. We have families like the Battle family and so many more, man, in the UK and whatnot, man. That's just, you know, just giving that great energy towards a land. It might just be 10 acres now, but it's going to be 100 acres by next year. And get at us, man, if you want to, you know, do anything to assist our progress in that, man. Music at 432thedrop.com. And we'll set up some links for that, man. But, you know, this is the Shabbat. So all I'm saying is the reality that I'm in, that we're in, I couldn't see 16 years ago or even 6 years ago. You know, I'm a grateful man, you know what I mean? I love my wife, and we're going on 8 years. I mean, dang, man, we had like a 3-year engagement. And then 8 years of marriage, man. So it's been about 11 years, man, if you want to keep it trill. About 11 years with Chef Candy, man, tuning me up. You know, my children are letting me know that this is proof, man, that you raise your children in this frequency. It clings to them, you know what I'm saying? Hawa clings to them. They teach me lessons, you know? So I'm sharing this with you. As a family, you know what I'm saying? That the only thing that we can boast about is our love for the Creator. And once that becomes, you know what I'm saying, when the Creator's tuning you up, it's just so that you can get that, you know, straight target. Once you're on target, the Creator's gonna open up amazing, like, things you ain't, your Creator, your frame and your shape is going to connect it all for you. But you have to be on target. It's an arrow that has to be shot out direct. You can't be all over the place, not choosing up. You can't even, you know, choose the 7th day to cut off as a weapon. Until you get that weapon, you dang sure ain't gonna have all the force behind your arrow. Behind the arrow that you are. We're all arrows, you know what I'm saying? We're all bolts coming in as seeds being planted. You know what I'm saying? But the Creator can only get behind you when you're on target. And I just realized that keeping this day, you know what I'm saying, keeping a day that they've hijacked. Again, you know, people try to say different things about Saturday, and they call it Saturn Day and different things. You know, you can't hijack a day. I mean, yeah, you can do it for yourself, but a day is a day. The Creator gives us days. I ain't giving hijacks Monday, even if they call it Moon Day. I ain't giving them Sunday, even if they call it Sunday. I don't care what they call these days in English. I know how to count to 7. And you can't hijack me counting to 7 in the paleo, getting to the 7th day, the Zayin, the cutoff, nourishment, axe, weapon. You can't take my weapon away, hijack free. I don't care what you call Friday, and I don't care what you call Saturday. That is another frequency. We're in the frequency of the beginning. We're in the frequency of our original, of our intrinsic value. We're in the frequency of our mother. We're in the frequency of all that shapes and forms us, our Creator, Hawa. Love to the fan band. Love to all y'all, man. You know, that literally have validated with your lives and with your energy what this really is and what it really, you know, stands for, man. And I just want to, you know, kick it with y'all, man. Share my Shabbat with y'all. Let y'all know it's real. You know what I'm saying? I only feel stronger. I only feel clear. You know what I'm saying? Motivated. So much is going on, man, that I want to share with you, but I ain't gonna make this too long. I said I'm gonna cut it off at 30, man. I'm already. All right, I'm chilling. I'm gonna keep enjoying the Shabbat, and y'all just keep vibrating up, man. Look out for the Press of John series, because it's coming. We're going to be right back in the Chronicle of Al-Kakor, the Forbidden History series as well. Hope you're enjoying the physics of the Creator and getting that paleo, you know what I'm saying, drop. We're going to get back in the OSB. You know, definitely keep reading, you know what I'm saying, our Jeremiah and our Joshua drop. All this stuff is happening, man, because of you and the links that you're sending in and all the love that you're spreading. So thank you for that, man. And don't do too much, man. Just fall back however you do it. I definitely suggest that whatever you do on your Shabbat, you know what I'm saying, you at least, even if, I know it's hard sometimes, somebody might have a TV on or something like that, but just try to get some quiet space, man, for at least 10, 15 minutes, man, if you can. That'll do you, you know what I'm saying, some serious tuning up. And there's so many other ways, man, but we coming, man. Look out for the drop shop, you know what I'm saying, where we're going to be featuring products like Paco's cedar oil, man, and whatnot. If you have some great products, independent products that you're getting out, we're going to start merging them all, putting them on our drop shop right there on the website, the new one that we dropping, you know what I mean, along with the radio. And thank y'all for being patient with the radio, because a lot of folks think that this is a YouTube thing, and it's not, man. This is a frequency thing, and we have our own frequency, we have our own radio, and so much has to be caught up to do, you know what I mean. It's just a wave of how I'm particularly surfing it. So I could have dropped it 6 months ago. I know that we need it, and so please believe that it's coming extremely fast, extremely soon. But so much had to be built up to get there, man, to do it the way that we want to do it. We know the hijack is real, and you know what I'm saying, we just can't afford to get hijacked again like we did before. But that's coming, you know what I'm saying, real fast, real soon, real loose, and it's gonna be fun, man, to just be able to connect on a daily basis, a couple hours, drop our radio joints, and have the family enjoy that. And then you can support their radio projects, you can support their products, all that in one place, man. So that's what's happening, that's what's coming up. I love y'all. Drop Nation is real, the tribe is real. I love y'all, man. Much ahab, much ahab, much ahab, much ahab, much rest. Shabbat ShaLaWaM to the family. Stay up. Suit up, choose up.